There's a field on the Business Central item card that can help you catch fraud. Most people set it once and never think about it again. Hey, it's Isaiah at Navision Tech. Plenty of videos list Business Central features. Almost nobody tells you why a field exists, or when you'd actually use it. So today, 5 fields, 15 real business cases. Number 15 is a bonus tip most folks miss. The item card is the record that defines your inventory. It's the what in every transaction you post. Today, we're taking the first section, the General FastTab. 5 fields, the item number, description, blocked, type, and base unit of measure, with a real business case for every one. Count them as we go. This is Business Central, field by field. Episode 1. Let's get in there. Search items. Here's the item list, and opening any line gets you the item card. Everything on the card is organized into sections. Business Central calls them fast tabs, and some of the less used fields stay hidden until you click Show More. Show Less tucks them back away. The top section is General, the basics. That's where we're living today. Field 1, your item number. It identifies the item to you, and to everything Business Central does. It sounds like the boring one. It isn't. Case 1, give your ranges meaning. Put air filters in one block of numbers and oil filters in the next block up, and anyone on your team can tell what they're looking at just by reading the number. Case 2, the one from the top of the video. A number series can take a starting date, so a fresh series kicks in every month or every accounting period. Do that with your invoice numbers, and a fabricated invoice gets a lot easier to spot. Real fraud protection from a numbering scheme. Case 3, the increment. Honestly, most companies just count by 1. But count by 100 instead, and you've reserved room. The numbers in between stay free for the phases and change orders under each project. And case 4, make the last digit mean something. Quotes end in 1, orders in 0, invoices in 2, returns in 3. Everyone knows what document it is before they even open it. Field 2, description. You get 100 characters, don't use them all. Short, specific, reads fast. It's an item description, not a story. Case 5, this is what your customer sees, not your item number. This line, right on their invoice. Write it so a customer would recognize it. Case 6, your warehouse and purchasing folks. The number can stay cryptic. The description is how someone on the floor grabs the right item without learning your coding structure. Case 7, search. A lot of users look items up by description, not by number. So clean, consistent descriptions make every lookup faster. And case 8, if you sell internationally. Keep the card's description global, and use extended text to hand each customer a description in their own language. And there's one more description trick, what your vendor calls the item. That's case 15. Field 3, blocked. One toggle that stops this item from being transacted. Deceptively simple, and it carries more business cases than anything else on the tab. Case 9, a product you no longer sell. Block it, and the history stays intact. Every past invoice and order is still right there to look at, but nobody can post anything new. Case 10, seasonal items. Block them in the off-season. Flip them back on when the season starts. Now, blocked has 2 cousins, sales blocked and one Business Central calls purchasing blocked. They split the same idea by direction. Case 11, sell down mode. Purchases blocked, sales open. You sell what's left without anyone accidentally reordering more. Case 12 is the reverse. Block sales to protect inventory you're holding. And yes, companies really do this. Case 13, the overlooked one. An item that isn't fully set up yet, missing a cost, a price, a unit of measure. Keep it blocked, so nobody posts against a half-built item. Unblocked means approved. And case 14, block before you delete. Make it a step in your workflow. Blocked, in other words, can just mean archived. Field 4, type. And this is one of the most important fields on the whole card because it decides how Business Central treats the item. 3 options. Inventory, a physical asset with a cost sitting in your warehouse that has to be counted, so it has finite availability. Non-inventory, might still be physical but not worth counting. Warranty cards are the classic example. It also covers charges like freight or a special fee. The useful part? It can sit right on a sales document without touching your inventory. Your counts stay clean. And service, what you pick when you're charging for installation, consulting, legal, internet, cellular, or a maintenance contract. If it's time or work instead of a thing, It's a service item. Base unit of measure. The lowest unit you actually manage the item in. Bill your internet service monthly? The base unit is a month. Sell by weight? It's the pound or the kilogram. And you can create your own. A beer distributor makes a keg, a paper supplier, a ream, spool for wire, carat in the jewelry business. One thing to get right though, for physical items, this is the unit you physically handle. Wire is sold, purchased, and counted by the foot, not by the spool. Pick the unit you'd actually count. Heightened, which brings us to case 15, the bonus. From the item card, head to a page called Item References. This is where you tell Business Central what your vendor calls this item, their number, and their description. Why bother? Because when a purchase order goes out to that vendor, it carries their reference, their own description, so they ship you the right thing instead of decoding yours. Same idea works for customers too. One small page and your paperwork speaks everyone's language. That's the kind of detail nobody covers, exactly what this series is for. So, the General FastTab, 5 fields, 15 real business cases. We put every one of them on a one-page item card cheat sheet. It's free and the link's in the description, right next to our ERP readiness scorecard if you're sizing up Business Central itself. And this was just the first FastTab. Want the rest of the item card, field by field? Tell us in the comments. That decides episode 2. I'm Isaiah with Navision Tech. Microsoft Business Central, faster.